For over a year, we have been training, fighting to hone our skills. And now, time has finally come for us to show our true potential in World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor.
What up guys, Vicarate here, and I hope you like that intro I made for you guys, you know, just having some fun with it. But as you can imagine, I'm bringing you the Warlords of Draenor level 100 talents for Windwalker monks. Now, there are a few things I want to make clear before we start this off. Don't forget that this is like highly tentative, and that these might change very soon, even within a few weeks, who knows. And then second of all, there weren't any good tooltips for this, but I want to assure you that the tooltips I've created are very legit and I'm not making this up. Please also keep in mind that the damage I'm going to state here might not be correct, because this is calculated for level 90, and for those of you who don't know, in Warlords of Draenor we'll get an item squish, which means we won't have 450k HP anymore, we might end up with like 40 or 50k. But now you know that, so let's start off with talent number 1, which is Vital Connections. Unleash a rapid series of kicks, dashing between nearby targets dealing 14,000 damage over 3 seconds. While kicking, you are immune to all damage and effects. This seems a lot like Combat Rogue's, what's that called again? The Killing Spree? And I think this is the one I'm gonna go for, because when you see the other 3, this one seems like the most damaging one, and the fact that you get immune for 3 seconds, that's kind of OP. The second one is called Chi Explosion. Consumes up to 4 Chi to cause the target to explode with Chi energy, causing additional effects based on the Chi consumed. With 1 Chi consumed, it deals 2,500 H damage to an enemy. With 2 Chi consumed, the damaged enemies also take an additional 1,500 H damage over 6 seconds. With 3 Chi consumed, also generates a charge of Tiger Eye Brew. 4 Chi consumed, the damage also hits all enemies within 8 yards of the target. Now this one sounds a bit tricky. I mean, this could be used for a lot of AoE damage, which sounds kind of good. Something to notice here though is that if you spend, for example, 3 Chi, it doesn't only give you the Tiger Eye Brew, it also gives you the 2 things above. So basically, the more Chi you consume, the better the spell becomes. However, this sounds very Chi inefficient. I mean, you really need a good rotation, and I don't even know if this spell is going to be worth losing that rotation. The third talent is Serene Mists. You enter a state of mental and physical serenity for 10 seconds, while in this state all Chi consumption are instantly refilled. Now, if I understand this one correctly, this means that for 10 seconds you don't spend any Chi, which in theory means that you could spam all your Chi abilities like Blackout Kick and Tiger Spawn, and just imagine if you combine that with 10 stack of Tiger Eye Brew, that means you can basically spam burst anything, and that just sounds crazy. Now this sounds like a great burst tool, and I might use it myself. But as with all 3 spells, they might change, and I want to test them before I say anything. But at least now you know what spells are going to be there, and I hope this guide helped you in any way. If it did, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.